Cross pollination by animals. It is also called zoophily. Different animals visit the flowers for various purposes, and in that process they bring about transfer of pollen grains from one flower to another flower. The most familiar animal pollinators are insects. Insects, cross pollination brought about by insects is called entomophily. Then come birds. Cross pollination by birds is called ornithophily. Ornithophily. Cross pollination by bats is called chiropterophily. Some mollusks, snails particularly, bring about cross pollination in some flowers. This is called melacophily. So the most familiar animal pollinators are insects, birds, bats and snails. In entomophily, entomophily is cross pollination by insects. Insects like butterflies, moths and honeybees. Most familiar examples of insect pollinators: butterflies, moths, honeybees, many others. Insects visit the flower for collecting a juicy secretion that is called nectar. In the process of sucking the nectar, insects like butterflies, moths, honeybees come in contact with the anthers. Anthers release their pollen grains. The sticky pollen grains become attached to the bodies of the insects, and when the same insect visits another flower for collecting the nectar, it may come in contact with the gynoecium there and it may transfer the pollen grains. Insect pollinated flowers are most often brightly colored, large and conspicuous. Large and conspicuous. Or sometimes, if these flowers are small, they are found in a cluster in the inflorescence, and that inflorescence itself looks quite attractive. Apart from this, many flowers produce a characteristic scent which also attracts the insects, and of course nectar. So color, scent and nectar, these are the three main attractions for insects to visit the flowers. In fact, between insects and flowers there is what is called co-evolution. The structure of some of the flowers pollinated by insects has evolved in such a way that it is suitable for pollination only by insects. This phenomenon is called co-evolution. Cross-pollination by birds is called ornithophilia. Many birds again visit the flowers either for collecting nectar or for feeding on the fruit and seeds. In that process they collect the pollen grains and help in the transfer of these pollen grains. One of the best bird pollinator is the hummingbird. Cross pollination by bats, fruit eating bats. In the same way bring about pollination, and that is called chiropterophilia. Sometimes snails may also take part in the process of cross pollination, and that is called malacophilia. Among insects, there are examples where ants are also involved in cross pollination. Cross pollination brought about by ants is called myrmecophilia. So cross pollination may be brought about with the help of animals, animal pollinators like insects, birds, bats and snails.